Oh, hey. Welcome back to the G.O.A.T server. So, we got some roads now, as you can see around here. FutureForce has been laying down some neat stuff. We got roads all around the main area, and things are looking gorgeous. So I've been, of course, still working on this thing, and so has FutureForce. Check it out. There is a forklift here now, and it looks amazing. I love this thing. And Future actually installed a secret passage for me. It's interesting, actually. I don't know how much you guys know about real-life forklifts, but the seats on real forklifts actually do very often lift up so that you can get in there for maintenance. But this one leads into maintenance for the entire warehouse. Which is something I actually needed. I needed a door. And, this thing here, this is an interesting solution for the problem that we have with server restarts. So this is the shutdown line. If anything happens where the machine needs to shut down, this line gets lit up with a redstone block from there or over there. And this right here is a diamond block that gets set by the server. 5 minutes before every server restart, the server will change this block into a redstone block, which will light up the shutdown line. And then 2 minutes after the server starts back up, it changes that redstone block into a diamond block. And you'll be able to see that right here, just in case you need to. And this lever back here is to shut it down manually. I'm thinking I may want to reconfigure some of these things, but for now, this is what we're doing. It's fine. I still have another problem that I need to fix with this warehouse, and that's that up there. Oh, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've put in a speed beacon, and I wish I did it sooner. But anyway, right up here is this thing that controls the rate at which items are allowed to go into the multi-sorter section. So I started working on this up here that will tell the machine to shut down temporarily if this input starts to back up. Because every time that you input like multiple types of items, because that's the purpose of this thing, is it puts a little break in between each item type, so that the multi-sorter can reset each section each time. So every time that break happens, this starts to back up ever so slightly. And eventually, if you put in enough different item types, this will back up and start overflowing the item elevator. And the item elevator is not smart enough to be able to handle items piling up inside of it. So what we need to do is have this thing sense if it starts backing up, and then it needs to send a shutdown signal down here, and that will pause the machine input temporarily while this catches up. And just in case, there's a bit of overflow storage up here, and it will not reset until the hopper below this chest empties out. In theory, it should be pretty much working as is, but I haven't put it to the test, and I will eventually. I don't trust my things. We'll see how that goes. In other news, I've put in the unstackable stuff scattered out along the floor. We've got little pallets of like things like we've got tools, weapons, armor. We've got some other utility items. And of course, we've got our stereo system here. Let's go with blocks. I'm really happy. I haven't seen this overflow column light up at all yet. I thought you were a creeper. I've been having some mobs spawning in here, and I don't know if they're spawning in here. They might just be walking in. But I've had the occasional monster spawning in here, and I've gone around and made sure everything has been lit up on the floor. We're still figuring out our lighting. We'll do that soon. We wanted to wait until these things were in place before we put in the rest of the floor lights. Anyway, yeah, we've got the other side. It's got like some maps and stuff and books and buckets and horse armor, fishing rods, and these things. Player heads I still need to sort. Those are just going up in there. That won't take long. I've just been putting off. I don't know why. And then because of the monster issues, I installed my own little hidey hole here. Hello, welcome to Pillar. How can I help you? Oh, hello. A customer. Come back. Customer, come back. No, where are you going? Get out of my Handy Dandies. Sir. Sir. Hello, sir. Employees only. Sir. 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 I think just about everything is pretty much all set up and usable now. Yeah, I just got to fine tune some of the bits with the overflow stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to finish that up and give it a test later today, tomorrow, something like that. I work slow. Oh, and check out this super crane here. It's a nice crane. Welcome to the Thought Tub. This is where I like to come and just relax and think a little bit. And today, I'm thinking about how much I hate this wall. I'd really like for that pillar to come back down through the middle here. And I want to get rid of this little gap over here. And I don't like the elevator. Oh yeah, I put the beacon right here. I forgot. But yeah, with the item elevator here, it really makes wiring things up difficult. So what I want to do is I want to tear down this whole wall. First of all, tear down the entire Handy Dandies system, tear down this item elevator and move it over there. I gotta dig out a whole bunch of the ground down there. And then I want to make this wall have pretty much everything we need on a daily basis. Like, this is going to be the spot where people come and do their work. It's going to have all the workstations here. It's going to have all the consumable items added to it. You know, so all the Handy Dandy stuff is in here. The box will be here. There's going to be a bunch of barrels with other stuff. I'm thinking, you know, I'll probably want to move some of the stuff that we got going on over here on the pallets into there. Once this item elevator is moved over there, I'll be able to finish wiring up all the system overflow protection stuff. But the most important thing is that I just hate this wall. This is so much better. Check this out. This is what I was talking about. It's got everything on a nice wall here. We've got the column put in there. Everything is all nicely spaced out, labeled. The Handy Dandies box is now all the way over here. It's got an anvil right here in the middle next to the Handy Dandies box. That way you can rename your shulkers. And it's got a barrel of spare anvils in the back. And I made sure to label the barrel. I still have to label this. And this is going to be a dye chest just for dyes and shulker boxes of dye for coloring your shulkers. Over here, we've got all the workstations. So we've got a loom. And then in this barrel, we're going to have loom supplies, stone cutter, grindstone, crafting table. I mean, we've got crafting tables all along the walls around the entire place, but it's nice to have one front and center here too. A barrel for, what did I do? Oh, this is the composter. So I put a composter here. It's got basically, if you want to trash a bunch of stuff, you could throw it right into this composter instead of sending it through the whole system to compost into the bone stuff over there. Then it's got an output barrel here. Got 4 furnaces up here. Smoker, blast furnace, 2 regular furnaces, bulk storage for fuel up in the back here. It's not super fancy. It's just a fuel input. There's no automated input or output because we've got the super smelter over that way. Just keeping it nice and simple. Bulletin board is over here, and this is mushroom block. If you guys don't know how to do that with the mushrooms, I'll show you that real quick. Just get some of these guys. And you notice that the outside is all red like this, but once you put another one here and you join it to another one, it turns to that corky looking material. That was bad. I didn't silk touch it. Now, I've also done a lot of work to the way the Handy Dandy system works. The lamps here will tell you when the shulker boxes are emptied out. When one of the shulker boxes empties out, one of the lamps will turn on. Let me find one that's like almost empty. Here, crafting tables. I can take all those. All right, so now this is empty, and it's going to light up a lamp on the front to tell us that the crafting tables are empty. You can see that's lit there. Once it gets to the point that the hopper underneath it is empty, it will start yelling at you. So when that happens, it turns on a clock up on the top here. And that clock will start ringing these note blocks over here. And it'll also flash the entire bank of lamps down there. So that way it'll grab your attention a little better. You can see, and then it doesn't affect the light that's lit up. It just flashes all the ones that weren't lit. So that way, it catches your eye if your sound is muted, or if you maybe if you're far away, or if you've got note blocks off, or But anyway, this lever shuts it up so that it's not so annoying anymore. Let's say you've seen it, and now you got to go do something about it. So you shut it up in the meantime, and you go off and you get whatever you need to get, put it in. That way, it's not bothering other people while you're doing it. Or if you just wanted to put it off for a while, And then once it's stocked up again, it's all happy. So I did some work up here on the top on the multi-sorter input. And it looks like it's actually been doing its job already. So what happens here is there's 4 chests here. So there's the bottom one that the multi-sorter section is pulling from. And the top ones are an extra bank of storage, as well as a shutdown for the machine. I'm being shot. What I've got here is a circuit that will turn off the whole machine's input if this starts to back up. So it actually looks like it just fired right now. I wasn't even paying attention. But so maybe you guys saw it. I don't know. But if this bottom chest backs up, oh yeah, you see the machine just turned back on. If this bottom chest backs up, this torch will turn off. Nothing else happens yet until this one backs up. When this one sees items in it, it will power this top dropper to fire this shovel down into the bottom. And when the bottom one sees an item in it, it'll output a signal, and it'll feed its way down on this windy wire down into the machine's input to shut it down. Once all the items have drained and the bottom chest is empty, this torch will be able to turn back on, and it will fire the shovel back up to the top. And then it will allow the machine to turn back on. And so now we see items getting pumped back up here again. Awesome. But now we've got to put this thing to the ultimate test. I'm going to go get all of FutureForce's junk. I'm going to start by emptying out everything that I've got on me, which, oh, you know what? All right. I don't really want to put in boxes that are full of stuff. Like if it's completely full of something, it's much better just to chuck it into the bulk chest by hand. I mean, it works. It's fine. You know, if you don't have a full box, I guess it'd be fine to throw an almost full box in, but the better way is probably just to send it through the system and let the bulk loader completely fill it, because a lot of times there's no room for you to put the loose stacks into the grab chest. Then next, I'm going to take the forklift down and pick up the junk that I had to pull out of the bottom. So while I was working on things, I had some jam ups that I had created. Now I've just got a bunch of stuff that I got to get rid of. These chests are completely filled with mostly empty shulker boxes, but there are some non-empty ones as well. Now I should just take these and put them straight into the shulker bank, but actually some of these, I'm going to leave this one here because this one is just empty shulkers. And I'm not sure if the system's going to have enough room for all the empty shulkers that we've created. There's a good chance I'm going to be burning this box. If you said that to me in 1.16, I'd hit you. Why did I do that? Okay, and then while this stuff is sorting out, I'm going to go collect the rest of the stuff from the end portal project. I've told you guys how insane FutureForce is, right? Well, in case you don't believe me, you should see this. Yeah. 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 So, yeah, this is what insane FutureForce has been doing. That's a dragon. That is a dragon. That is a dragon. Look at this. Now, I've been told that he did not design this dragon, but he did alter the dragon, and he certainly did build the dragon. Look at you. Aren't you just adorable? Who's a good dragon? And then there's this gigantic hole that's beautifully decorated. Look at all this stuff. I don't have this kind of attention span for like the nature-y, decoration-y stuff. That's not really for me, but I love it. Look at that gorgeous face. I know you're looking at me, but I was talking about this beautiful dragon. Oh, and her egg. That's what this is, I think. Or it's just a roof that kind of looks eggy. But anyway, the reason we're here is for this pile of junk right there. This is probably half of it. I picked up the rest already. And some of it was already fed through the machine, but most of it is running right now. And this is the rest of it. So we're going to pick these up and force feed them into the machine and see if it can handle it. Yeah, I got to make another trip. Too much junk. FutureForce, you're a hoarder. And in the chest for you, BRB. I'm sure he probably doesn't want any of this hobo camp here. Alright, let's go dump this in the machine and see if it all plays nice. Okay, that's everything. That's the last of it. The rest is downstairs or up getting sent through the machine right now. Now all we can do is cross our fingers and hope nothing terrible happens. Please, nothing terrible happen. Terrible things happened. I had to make it taller and use vertical hoppers so that items would move faster through the chests. I was having problems with the comparators off of them flashing, so It's basically all the same thing. It's just taller. And the machine is running at the moment. You can see my frames have dropped to 30-ish. It's when the machine's running, it's serious business on the graphics. Okay, so now we've got stuff pretty much all filled up in here. Okay, so I think anytime now, this thing should be starting to... Oh, I think it already did. Wait, did you fire? No. You lit up. Why didn't you fire? No. Eh? Okay, that worked. Oh wait, this should work that way too. So it kinda worked. Oh, it's flashing. Does that mean that it fired? Yes. Okay, do I need a repeater? This is bogus. I just redid this for this problem. Okay, if I put a 2-tick repeater there. Yeah. Okay, well, I think it's working at least well enough. Time will tell, but right now I think it is doing its job. As soon as this sorts out enough, it will let a new batch of stuff come through. So I'm just gonna take all the rest of the stuff I've got on me, throw it in here with the rest of it, and I'm gonna walk away from it now. It's done. I've got a little bit left. I still haven't put in the potion brewing setup that I want to make a fire potion brewer for Nether Adventures, and I want to make an experience orb thingy, and I'd like to move these water columns. I don't know if I showed any of these water columns take you down to the dorm rooms, which I stole the stairs for. The stairs don't yeah, the stairs don't exist for this. Yeah, I haven't done anything down here since I ran into the other episode. So I need to put something in here. If you guys think of anything that I should put in it, let me know, and I will do that maybe. But I think as far as this sorter goes, I think I'm done with the sorter. Oh, and I moved the beacon up here. See, looks nice. Oh, and I changed out these bricks here. I think it looks a little better. We needed some kind of accent there. It looks terrible with just spruce. And we're trying to figure out something to do with this. I originally intended for this to go up to the ceiling, but that was not communicated at all. So, but yeah, we'll figure out something for that, or rather, FutureForce will. Yeah, I'm also gonna make FutureForce do something around this since I'm done with that. We need some little room jutting off the top of the roof here, kind of like how this has going on. So we'll figure out something for that. But I am super happy with how this is all coming along. Everything is looking fantastic, and I am super proud of this. I've done a lot of stuff like this, but this is the first time I've quite accomplished something of this scale, of this quality. So I feel good about it. I feel really good. And I've really, really appreciated all the helpful feedback that I've gotten about this from you guys and from the server players. And it's been amazing. And I'm really looking forward to how the rest of this place takes shape. And I hope you guys are too. I'm having a good time. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me this episode. I've had a ton of fun hanging out with you guys, building stuff, troubleshooting things, yelling at myself. I will see you guys next time on the G.O.A.T server on our adventure to be the greatest of all time. Not sure where I landed. Where did I land? Where did I land? Oh, no. No.